Okay, so good day to everyone. So for today, we are going to discuss the accounting for bad debts. Our objectives for this lesson, of course, number one, we are to identify the two methods of accounting for bad debts. So dalawa lang naman po yan. And then we differentiate the two methods of accounting for bad debts. If you have already watched my previous videos on the estimating bad debts, there I actually use the allowance method or one of the methods that we are going to discuss today. Okay, so to facilitate learning, we are going to have a comparison and differentiation of these two types or these two methods natin. And then, of course, we are to prepare and to compare na rin, no, the journal entries for each of the methods. Alright. Ayan. So here, no, in accounting, we have two accounting methods for bad debts. So the first one is the allowance method, and then we have the direct write-off method. Ayan. So allowance method. So if you have watched yung video ko nga no on the estimating bad debts, there I actually use yung atin pong allowance method. Okay? So wherein we recognize no the allowance account, okay, for the bad debts expense if the accounts are doubtful of collection. Okay, so kapag ka doubtful siya or nangangamba tayo na hindi na natin makolekta or hindi siya magbayad, we already recognize the loss o yung bad debts expense natin. Okay, which we have defined on the previous video that it should be probable and measurable. So doubtful accounts are recorded by debiting the doubtful accounts expense and crediting the allowance for doubtful accounts. So generally accepted accounting principle require the use of the allowance method because it confirms with the matching principle. Okay, so usually, yung allowance method ang ginagamit natin sa accounting. Ayan. And it properly measures the net realizable value. Okay, so sino naman si direct write-off method? Ayan. So kay direct write-off method dito, kaya siya tinawag na direct write-off. Kasi, no, nira-write off natin yung AR o kine-credit po natin yung AR kapag it is proven uncollectible or worthless. Kumbaga dito, wala tayong doubtful. Okay? Talagang sure na hindi na siya magbabayad. Okay? So kapag kaya na sure na hindi na magbabayad, we are now going to write off the account. So here, ang entries natin, usually debits to bad debts expense, credit, AR. So direct siya kay AR. Kaya yan tinawag na direct write-off. Hindi na siya dadaan sa allowance account. So ito usually ginagamit sa mga small business kasi ito po ay madaling i-apply. And in fact, sa BIR, yan po ang ginagamit natin for tax purposes. So let us now proceed with the various journal entries. And let us compare no, yung atin pong journal entry for the two approaches. So let's have our transaction. Number one, X company had credit sales of 1 million. Ayan. So under direct write-off, it will be debits to AR, credits to sales. Okay, so under allowance method, the same entry, no? Ayan, so debit AR, credit to sales. So wala naman silang difference dyan sa dalawang. Ayan. So on December 31, 20X1, X company estimated that 20,000 accounts receivable are doubtful of collection. Ayan, so nagkaroon tayo ng doubtful accounts, no, na 20,000. Okay. So as you can see on the allowance method, unahin ko yung allowance method, no? Kung hindi mo pa napapanood yung previous video ko, so panoorin mo na po doon. Okay? Kasi doon sa previous video natin, allowance method, gamit natin, debit tayo ng bad debts expense credit allowance for bad debts. Okay? So that is to record the doubtful of collection. Yung nga lang kay direct write-off, wala pa. No entry kasi yan po ay doubtful pa lang. So again, magre-record lang po tayo kay direct write-off kapag yan po ay sure na hindi mababayaran. Okay, so let us have another transaction. On December 31, 20X1, X company determined that 10,000 accounts receivable are proven uncollectible. Kapag sinabi nating proven uncollectible, sure na hindi siya magbabayad. Okay? So, ano po yung entries natin? Ayan. Okay, direct write-off. Ayan, since sure na, debit tayo ng budget expense, credit, accounts receivable. Direct. Kasi sure na hindi man magbabayad eh. So, write off ko na siya. So, whereas on our allowance method, iba yung entry. Kasi nga, na-recognize na natin yung loss nung nag-doubtful siya. Ngayon, nung naging proven na siya, uncollectible, ang entry natin, debit, allowance for bad debts, credit, accounts receivable. Okay, so that is to charge, no, yung allowance doon po sa uncollectible na accounts receivable. Okay, so that's the difference po natin. So meaning dito, ayun. So makikita natin, dinedebit din pala ang allowance for bad debts accounts. Okay? Kasi dun sa nakaraan, no, naakala natin credit balance kasi nga normal balance niya ay credit. Kaya kung maaalala mo dun sa previous video, yung allowance for bad debts, may debit balance. Possible po kasi yun na magkaroon siya ng debit balance. Okay? So malay natin, sumobra yung write-off. Okay? Sumobra yung yung ano natin, hindi pala sumobra yung write-off. Sumobra po yung proven uncollectible. So meaning may mga proven uncollectible na hindi pa na-set up yung allowance account. Eh syempre, i-debit mo lahat yan kay allowance. Kaya yung allowance natin magiging debit balance. Pero don't you worry, no, kahit naman po mag-debit balance yung allowance, pagdating po ng year-end, babalik yan sa credit balance. Okay, babalik naman po yan sa credit balance. Pagka nagkaroon po kayo ng adjustment for the bad debts. Either yan ay by the income statement method or the balance sheet method. And then we have the last transaction. On December 31, 20X1, X company collected 30,000 of accounts receivable previously written off. Ayan. Okay? So, pwede pala na ni-write off natin, yung AR na ni-write off natin, makolekta natin subsequently. Ayan. Alright? So, malay natin, no? Bawa, may customer tayo, ni-write off natin, akala natin hindi na magbabayad. And then after, for so many years, bigla siyang nagbayad. Okay, so ano ngayon yung entries natin kapag ka siya ay biglang nagbayad? Alright, under direct write-off, we just debit cash. Siyempre, nagbayad siya. Credit other income. Okay, wala nang masyadong complication. Kaya nga sabi nga natin, ang direct write-off, simple, di ba? Easy to apply. Siyempre, nakolekta natin. Eh, wala nang AR eh. Hindi ko na makikredit yung AR kasi ni-write off ko na. Alright. Ayan. So, whereas dun sa ating allowance method, ayun. So, debit AR credit allowance. Ano tong entry na to? That is to record the re-establishment of the accounts. So, kumbaga, pagdating kay allowance method, bubuhayin natin ulit yung AR. Okay? Bubuhayin mo yung AR kasi nga ni-write off mo na siya eh. Eh, biglang nagbayad. So, bubuhayin natin siya. And then, saka natin i-record yung collection by debiting cash, credit, AR. Siyempre, meron na tayong AR na i-credit kasi binuhay na natin yung accounts. Ayan. So, yun po yung sa ating allowance method. So, syempre dito, hindi lang po yung AR yung binuhay natin, no? Pati po yung allowance for bad debts accounts. Okay? Ayan. So, take this, no, this video to analyze ano ba yung mga pumapasok sa atin pong allowance for bad debts accounts. Okay? Na here, as we sum up the discussion, we say that other items na pumapasok kay allowance for bad debts, no, account, no, other than the bad debts expense. Kasi we say that the allowance for bad debts has a credit balance, a normal balance of credit, okay? And it is a contra asset account, no? Based on our previous video, ang pumapasok po sa kanya is credit for the bad debts expense. Yan. So kapag kami bad debts expense, i-credit natin siya. Okay? So pwede din pala siyang ma-debit. Okay? Pwede siyang ma-debit doon po sa write-off natin, no? For the accounts that are proven uncollectible. Okay? And then, pwede din siyang ma-credit ulit. Kung meron po tayong accounts collected that was previously written off. Ayan. So, that is to analyze kung ano po yung nangyayari doon kay allowance for doubtful accounts. Kasi siya po ay napakahalagang accounts that would actually help you, no, in succeeding problems, especially in the audit. Okay? And that wraps up, no, the discussion on the accounts receivable. So, thank you and have a nice day po. Bye-bye.